Do you see what time that says? Do you see what time that says? It says 4:13 in the morning, and I went to bed around 12:45. If you do some quick math, you can understand that's not a full night's sleep. It's a nap. It's a nap. It's a nap. And I don't like naps. We are peeling out of Wisconsin. We hunted the last couple days. Well, I hunted the last couple days. The boys have been up here for almost a week. And yesterday, we put forth full-fledged efforts to recover Dan's buck, and honestly, we're gaining on it. They're going back after him today. We bumped him twice again last night, and he's not going far. Man, I hope they can find him. For Dan's sake, for the squad's sake, for everybody's sake, for the deer's sake, I hope they can find him. But unfortunately, I could not stick around. Dino is in flight, or he's heading to the airport, one of the two, and I am en route to North Dakota. We are going to give it another 4 or 5 days of hardcore hunting up in North Dakota. I'm excited. I'm tired. Yesterday was a very, very long day. The past couple days have been a very, very long day, but that's why we do it. Chasing whitetails across this great nation. That's why we do it. And I'm blessed, honored, privileged, happy, motivated, inspired to do it. So, to all the boys at XOP camp, it's been real, fellas. It's been a blast. Thank you to Brock. Thank you to Tom. Thank you to Logan for letting us stay at his cabin. And we are on the way to North Dakota. So, y'all help me stay up now. In a couple hours. Oh, yeah. We're back.
We're back.
So,
Your truck's dragging something.
really?
What that is.
Dude, what the fuck? I saw something kick up at one point. Yeah, I think there was something on the road. You could slide your bow probably right in there. I don't even have my bow in the case. My bow's in the back seat. Literally everything in mine was fucking soaked, especially after last night. Last night was insane.
It's just like a plastic piece that busted off. Or I don't even know if it busted off.
Got to North Dakota and he's doing mechanical work. This guy,
It'll stay for now.
yeah, I just drove 6 hours or something of the sorts with it like that. So, yeah.
Shit.
Man, it's chilly out there.
It is. I brought the bibs.
Did you?
Yeah.
That was a good idea. Oh my God. Yeah, the last dude.
They keep everything warm, and I just don't have like a big jacket, so.
Man, back to this kind of feels better.
It feels like we've had bucks out of the store before.
The last year.
Yeah, we did. Somebody in here procreating.
Look at this.
Look at
Couple of freaking Fargo loungers.
Let's get some light going on here.
Oh, natural.
Oh.
I'm staying in the living room this time.
Change up the emoji.
Change up the flow.
Look
We're back,
We
baby.
got the freaking
Look at that.
the
Kumbaya and kumbaying.
Joey and Chandler chairs.
Hell yeah. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we are back. North Dakota, we are back. I mean, we're back. There's nothing else to say. This is crazy. We're getting our surroundings right now. We're getting our bearings, trying to figure out what crops are chopped, what ones are still standing. The layout so far is in our favor, pretty fired up. And we got 7 cameras to put out. We got to get eyes in the bush right now. ASAP. ASAP. Eyes on the prize. We know there's bucks in here, just a matter of finding them. And I mean, I'm sure they've switched up their patterns a little bit. But we got 5, we're gonna have 5 hunts. Well, 5 days to hunt, morning and evening, whatever we decide to do, whenever we decide to do it. And that is it. I'm pumped. We're here. We're back. We said we were gonna come back, you know, we said it. But then I like kind of didn't like actually believe that maybe we were gonna come back or not. I didn't know, but we're back. We're here. Connected. LFG. You know, this spot is just, it's always just the spot. Deer. We just always see good deer back here. We really do. And I like the fact that this tree row is very bushy and it's holding its leaves still. A lot of browse and stuff in this tree row still. There should be some deer working this. You can work from home. So we have another camera on that other tree row, but that's a thick tree row. This is a thin one, and there's a bushy tree right at the end here that if you put a stand in, which we've had one in before, you can see 360. And not only is it a great observation spot because you can learn a lot from it, but well, David a couple of years ago killed in this tree, and we've learned that we can learn about deer having these 2 spots in these on both ends of these tree rows, and there is still corn standing just to our north right here, which I like a lot. It could be holding deer, and if that's the case, this spot will be money. So we're gonna put a camera up. Now we know why the north tree row has no leaves. It gets the blustery right to the chops. Yeah, I got the notification that it's checked in. They're scraping under here already. They're using this as a licking branch up here, so we're gonna put the old trusty Moultrie Mobile Edge up here and see what we see. All it takes is one, right? We gotta double strap this one because these trees are massive, and we need our one other post. We need it for another spot because there's literally no trees in that spot. So we're gonna extra long. We've gotten 7 cameras set up already. 7. That's monumental for the time that we've had this afternoon. This is the last spot we came to, and this is Kane's food plot. This is unreal. Actually, it's Caden's food plot, or Carson. Who planted this? It's Kane's architecture. It's Caden's hard work. But this is looking good, and this could be really good. We've never hunted over like this before here in North Dakota, but yeah, this could be really good. We were driving in here, and we just saw a halfway decent buck, and he was coming here. So we're gonna just do a little looper on this plot, see where we're gonna put a camera, but it looks good. Whole plot is gonna be in front of us. We got north winds for the next couple days, which is blowing right now in my face. So we're gonna try to get an XOP probably right in that end tree, and the cornfield literally wraps around the edge of that tree, and then we're gonna have this green plot on the inside, and the wind will be blowing back out into the corn so that this green plot is on the downwind side of us. Upwind side of us, and it should be
it should be dynamite. We're gonna have a scrape 30, 40 yards to the left. There's probably another scrape on the other side I'm gonna check out too, but this is sweet. We've never hunted over a turnip plot. There's not many of these in North Dakota. Not a lot of people do this, but it's not big, but it looks very good, and the browse pressure is unreal. I mean, the deer are just destroying it already. This could be really good.
Even though you can see the bill of my cap. And that's pretty solid.
Looks like a really nice view.
I'm telling you.
Yeah, that's sick.
All right. We're a little later than we wanted to be, but
Oh my God, it's light out here.
but man, we had to get some sleep. Dino didn't sleep literally at all the night before, and I was up till about 1 with the boys at XOP camp. Woke up at 4. I woke up at 4. I was in my truck at 4:09.
Wow.
I couldn't believe it.
You were ready.
Well, not really, but just adrenaline kept me going. But we're gonna go burn some fuel and put some miles on the gravel and see if we can find something this morning. We had a lot of deer on camera last night.
It's cold right now.
It's cold. It is dead still. So we're gonna go see what we can see. See what we see.
Let's go find a buck in the picked corn.
Hold that.
I'll take it. We're gonna have to get a little bit higher in this tree, so we got the tall X3 sticks. We got the tall XOP sticks, because we're gonna have to get a little bit higher in this one.
All right, you guys. Stand 1. XOP number 1 of the October trip is hung up. Pretty solid spot. Brought the camera arm so I don't have to walk in lugging more weight than I already do in my pack, but there's a cornfield literally pretty much 270 degrees around us that they just picked within the last couple weeks, and there's a big slough system bedding area back there, and then Kaner's food plot is right here. There's some standing corn about, I don't know, probably 300-400 yards up that way still. So, and I got a north wind today, so it's blowing out over this cut corn. I'm expecting a lot of the deer to be just working back and forth this way, to and from bedding areas and coming into this food plot tonight. So pretty solid setup for night 1. Be in a tree, a lot of viewing area, and we're gonna go get number 2 set up.
All right, hanging set number 2. XOP number 2. These are the short sticks, but these are awesome to click together and just hook right onto your actual stand if you're going into a mobile setup. No clanking, no nothing. You're not going to get quite as high with these, but we don't need to in a tree like this. And we've sat this a couple times. Like I said, Dave's killed a nice 9 in here 2 years ago in this exact tree, and it's another just 360 viewing setup, which is what we're both doing tonight. So we really want to be efficient. We're both going to be in the game, that's for sure, but at the same time can get eyes and a lot of distance on setups like this. Nice little perch hung up in the 360 tree. They can come from literally any angle up in this tree. We got a lot of the corn, a lot of the crops are getting combined or picked, and there's probably, looks like about 160 acres of corn just north of the stand, which I see some dust over there. I wonder if they're about to pick it.
Could be good for this afternoon.
It could be good for this afternoon. I wouldn't mind that at all. So it should be a good night. The wind is a little stiffer than they're predicting.
Straight here.
Or predicted. Ladies and gents, first night in the tree. Feels so damn good. And I have not, well, since like the Ohio and New York season started, I haven't sat in a tree. So I'm really looking forward to this. Really am. Finally, the wind seems like it's calming down a little bit tonight. I don't know. It's just going to be an awesome night. It's 50 degrees, but the wind chill's definitely in the probably lower 40s. It's going to calm down. We got a little overcast. We're both in spots where we can see a lot. There should be some deer up and moving tonight. I would not. I'd be shocked if there wasn't. So I like it. We're in two really good trees. Let's see if we can get a October North Dakota buck to make a bad decision. Send one. The buck. Let me know when you're. Well, tell me when you kill him, but when you come out, let me know where you're at.
Yeah, sounds good. Don't forget to add stuff to the story.
Gotcha.
Good luck. Shoot him straight. And off we go. Be careful what you wish for. Another opportunity in North Dakota. Be careful what you wish for. I'm wishing for it. I'm ready to let one rip. One shot, baby. I want one shot in my all-time favorite state to hunt thus far. I haven't hunted all of them. I've hunted a few, not all, but this is definitely one of my favorites. There's nothing like home turf, but this is a home away from home. There's no doubt. And tonight, we're going to see what we can see. May the arrow fly true. Well, we're officially in, set up. Feels great. Feels amazing. Quite honestly. It's crazy. You go any other area and it's pretty damn calm, but we got a north wind, and I mean, I can literally see about 10 to 15 miles to the north, and I have just no wind blockage, so I got a decent breeze up here, but it still should calm down the last hour. You know, this is a interesting spot. I'm on the tail end of this certain tree row, and there's nothing. I'm not sitting on a slough or anything right on, like right next to me, but I'm surrounded, you know, quarter mile slough pockets in pretty much every direction. And if these deer, a lot of times they like to travel the tree row just because they like to, you know, they have some cover if they need it. And they'll browse up and down these tree rows anyway. But you get deer wanting to move to a certain location, and they like to come to the tree row first and then get to their destination via the tree row. At least that's what we've observed a lot. So I'm kind of hoping in this particular spot that that's kind of what happens. I'm looking for deer to come from that direction and just kind of funnel to my tree row. And hopefully I have shots on all sides to be able to make something happen. But regardless, it's night one in the tree. And our kind of goal, we don't have a lot of time here, so we don't have a lot of time to sit and observe, so I don't want to call these observing spots.
but we can see a lot in both spots, and that's important because it's tough to figure out what the deer are doing at this stage in October. They're really not ready to start rutting yet. We haven't seen a ton of scrapes, I guess a small handful in certain spots, but not honestly as many as I thought we would. So it doesn't seem like they're heated up rutting quite yet or getting ready to, and a lot of the crops are coming off, so you got to kind of find where they want to feed and how they're moving, and this is a good way to do it. We're in spots that we can easily, confidently, definitely could kill in tonight, but also we can see a lot.
Hour left, I would say. I haven't seen a deer yet, but the wind died down. It is quiet. And it's cold, man, I'm telling you, like, it's in the 40s. I've been hunting in 70, 80 degree weather in Tennessee. This is chilly. That blood's a little thin, I suppose, but it feels like fall. It is, I mean, it's fall here for all intents and purposes. It is fall. Leaves are already changing and falling. We did a little more recon mission today. We got 3 more cameras up, so we got 10 total cameras out, which is pretty awesome. We got 2 stands hung, and this is kind of our first go around. We have a little bit of a funky wind today. It's kind of a northeast wind, but we're making do, and I'm really just hoping, we get a bruiser in here sniffing around this food plot. Kane's food plot behind me is absolutely insane. The kid, I mean, I gotta give it to him. It's pretty good. There's a lot of food down there, so hopefully the deer are hungry tonight, and with this cold weather, they want to take a little cruise. I'm gonna enjoy my time on stand regardless. And give thanks to the big man upstairs for putting me here. Another opportunity in North Dakota.
I mean, it's like a perfect fall night, super cold, but it definitely was meant to be a learning night, I think. But it's crazy. I can see, I mean, miles in every direction, and obviously if deer are behind sloughs and in little low areas, which is typically what they like to walk in or work, I wouldn't be able to see them. But I saw 2 doe like literally a mile away, or I think they were doe. I can't actually confirm that because I need basically need a spotting scope.
Comes in from the downwind side. She had me pegged from, well, not pegged, but she smelled me from 100 plus yards out. naturally. And she comes in on red alert. Not much you can do there. They want to come to the food plot, but probably ain't gonna happen. We've never really been able to scout from this hillside because it's always corn. So Dino drew up the plan. We're just trying to find a buck. We're just trying to find a buck. We got 4 days left to hunt, and we're trying to get a beat on something. Yesterday was abnormally slow, especially for the conditions. But we're gonna keep grinding and give her hell till they ring the bell on us. Say
She just stood up.
Say you see a doe on the island again.
See a doe on the island. She's right through like the middle of the trees.
Uh-huh. Is she like how far
You
off?
see the dead tree in the middle that kind of slants left?
Yeah,
That's on our bank.
yeah.
Look to the left of that, maybe 50 yards. She's low on the island, like right above the corn.
Oh hell, I can't see her.
She's walking now to the left. I mean, there's 4 deer that we know on the island.
Right.
And there's definitely more than that.
And we can't see half of it
And we can't see, honestly, the good covered parts of it are,
on that side.
well, kind of on both sides, yeah. But over there. But those 2 little lower patches,
Yeah.
fucker, like a buck could hang out in there all day and just be rubbing shit and
Well,
browsing.
that's what happens. And that's why, I mean, hanging a stand right there, like, you gotta be very, very stealthy.
Yeah.
'Cause it's quiet. And yeah, he could have just right there and laid down. I wouldn't be surprised if that 9 point's on the island somewhere.
No, I agree.
And I don't know if Lee is right now, but the other night when he came for me, he was either in this corn, the tree row right here, or the island.
Yeah.
Like, the cameras are gonna be able to tell us what we need to know, I guess, but we need to be in the shit. I mean, it might be going to that public land and just
Yeah, we need to walk through there or just walk around the edge, whatever.
right.
We go same 3 again.
There's 4. No, dude, that's a mom and 4 babies, or 3 babies.
No, we're going across.
That's cool footage. That's sweet. Around the corner. Did a loop around the island there, like there's nowhere else to go. Yeah. Alright, well, we're not hunting the island anymore.
There's not 4 deer on the island. They are off.
That was God's way of saying, go find sign and figure it out.
Pretty much. Not saying there isn't any deer on the island still. But...
No.
What a perfect spot to bed, right on the edge of this lake. Nothing's coming to get you down here. Except me. I am. Look at this. It's crazy because when you look on the map, it looks like essentially there's just nothing in here. But I got about 20 yards till the edge of the water. And the cattail sloughs are so tall. There could be a deer laying in there. And they might know I'm here right now. But they just don't want to get up. And I can't see them. And I'm going to walk right by and they'll be tucked in.
Dino is going to come through here. There's a little line of trees and just some cover down by the water. He's going to bum through there and I'm just going to wait here. It's kind of going to be nuts. If they were to bust out into that corn, I could see them. But down here, I'll likely just hear and have to get ready and shoot.
Seeing some more sign in here than I was expecting. The lack of deer, there's a scrape back by that tree right there on the edge. Probably seen 6 or 7 rubs. I mean, looks like a bed right here. I mean, there's definitely rubs in here. They don't look like they're from yesterday, but like I said, there could be a buck. There could be deer laying right on the edge down in this tall grass, and they might not even get up. I'm super quiet right now, and I got a little breeze, so they might not even hear me go by.
Well, we are making moves again today. We're trying to figure out 2 more spots to put a stand. We were scouting up on that corn this morning. I think we were going to be here, but yeah, this wind is just not going to be good. Because if you're right here, our thoughts are these deer are bedding down by this lake based on the movement that we saw today, based on the trail cameras and where the deer are coming from or where we suspect them to be coming from. And it's just, this is not going to work. I mean, you're just shooting yourself in the foot. So we're going to have to figure something out. I honestly think we need to be down that way a little bit more anyway. I'm going to see something real quick. We're striking out a little bit. Really not thrilled with what we're finding and all the spots that we thought we were good to go in, or the wind is just not that good. It's not good at all, actually. And even here, the wind seems jacked up. Oh, it's not that bad. I don't know, man. It's getting a little frustrating, to be honest. And it shouldn't be, but I'm getting a little frustrated.
Good. Day 2 here in North Dakota, and Dino and I have been playing the cat and mouse game, only it's been a lot of cat and not a lot of mouse. And man, we went and tried to hang 2 stands today, and we were like set on it when we left the lodge. Like, we were set, and we got there, and the wind, it just wasn't good. And it's so hard to put yourself in that position, even with less time up here, only 5 days to hunt. Like, it's hard to put yourself in the position when the wind isn't at your advantage, because you have no idea if he picks you off and you never knew it, and then you blow it for the rest of the week. So we were like scrapping and clawing. We literally, after we realized the 2 spots that we wanted to go to weren't going to work, we went to 3 different spots. We went to public land and walked around, and really did not see any sign that we liked. We went back to the house, watched the Browns game. Browns got a awesome victory against the best team in the league, the 49ers. I went outside, I shot my bow, and I was just like, God, like, help this decision. We could not figure it out. Literally, we couldn't figure it out. And I don't know why. I went inside, I'm like, Dean, we're going to a spot that we call the Bins. Dean killed Jack Daniels here last year. We really haven't had a lot on camera here, although the layout is completely different, and they just chopped probably close to 1,000 acres worth of corn in the last 3 to 4 days. Okay, there's still 160 acres that is standing. We're gonna tuck ourselves in a couple corn rows, literally sit on the ground, and we're gonna send it. We're drawing up the trick play here. There's deer in here, and I know there's a good one to be had in here. Literally, the first picture that we got in North Dakota this year was a shooter at this spot. We got a couple pictures of him that night, and that was it. And he's been MIA, but he's been lost in this corn. I know there's really not many other places for him to go, so we're gonna send it. We're going to get in the corn. And we're creating the mojo again. We did it last year when we were struggling. It worked. We came out with a buck. And actually, we did it last year twice. When I was back out here in October, the first couple days I was struggling. And then Kane came with me. We went in there, and he missed the buck. So the last couple times we've hunted it here, we've sent an arrow. Maybe we can do it again. Either way, it feels good. The mojo feels like it's switched. The brownies helped that. They did. Let's go, baby. Let's go.
Well, we're hunting these deer like ducks tonight. There's a little tiny hole in the corn right here. I'm just gonna break off the tops of some of this standing corn, and we're gonna make ourselves a little bushed in blind, 2 rows in. See what happens.
The nice thing about what we just did was I dropped Dean off down where we're hunting with all of our stuff. So it allowed us to just get in and set up quicker. I don't have to carry this stuff because I gotta walk probably, close to a half mile, I bet. But we'll bonsai out of here in the corn. I don't know. I feel a lot more comfortable with this than forcing something on a bad wind, especially out here in North Dakota, where that wind drifts across the plains and you just don't know. So we've got 3 more nights, 3 more days to hunt after this. We can still make something happen if this doesn't work, but this was a good decision. This was a good, non-emotional, non-forced decision. We're shacked up in the corn.
Yes, we are.
We are shacked up, and we've already seen 2 deer. Like, we weren't even set up yet, and these 2 deer already came out. Guess that's a good sign.
Sure is.
How do you feel about it?
I went to the corn.
Huh?
Into the cut corn.
Yeah. And that's good too. I have a weird inclination feeling like
Something might come.
see something coming popping up from the left. Dean carved us a window. There
This
you go.
wind is so perfect though.
I know, dude, it's perfect. Well, and a little bit of the wind, I think they like it better.
Yeah, they definitely
And we can definitely stay
do. Yeah,
a little bit.
corn's rustling around a little bit.
It's a little noisy and it's moving a little bit, so our movement can be masked. Trying to draw a bow and film all this is not going to be easy, but we do have a little bit of the Dino cloud cover coming in too. Did you notice that?
Oh yeah.
Did you notice that?
That'll be nice for the last hour or two.
It sure will.
I like it.
I like it a lot. I like it a really lot. Yeah, I'm glad we made this call. Already seeing deer. It's good. Very good. I feel good. It's very good. How far is that camera? You okay with that? Where the hell is she going?
Sometimes the purpose is unknown here.
It's very true.
You just see deer walk into the middle of what you think is nowhere. They have a purpose, but
She's trying to eat.
I think she's just trying to find some good kernel.
I think she's doing.
I would say so.
Trying to find that good kernel.
She's trying to find that good. Decent buck. Cool.
All 8 of those deer just popped off. Farther away from us, but in the corn. It's good to know we're learning. We've seen 9 or 10 deer so far. It's been a solid night. Hoping to catch one more, the right one, before dark. I mean, that was a solid night.
Yeah. At least we did not see just one little doe. There are deer in North Dakota.
Yeah, what do we see? 10?
Yeah.
2 more went back in. And there's 8 out there. That's good.
Yeah.
A couple sets of horns. Nothing.
Better than I thought it was going to be.
Yeah, I mean, and if push comes to shove, that taught us a little something.
Yeah. Definitely did. Corn. Corn. Yeah, corn.
Pretty unbelievable view up here. This is morning number 3. Actually, no, it's day 4, morning number 3. I'm in the same spot that Dean and I were glassing yesterday. We saw 4 or 5 deer up here yesterday. Kind of gave us a little bit of an inclination of how they're moving on this side. We split up this morning just to double our odds because, man, we're struggling to find a good buck. Saw what appeared to be a pretty good one last night, right at last light. I couldn't tell exactly what he was because it was getting pretty dark. We couldn't even get footage of him, but I don't know, man. The October lull in North Dakota might be real. All the bucks, all the good ones that we were seeing early season consistently, we have not had an encounter with, or we have not seen them, period, this trip. And that's gotten a little bit frustrating. It seems like there's still a lot of deer up here. It's just, man, they're completely changed. Their patterns have completely changed. The cover has changed. The crops, a lot of the crops are gone. And any field like this that's cut, I mean, look at this. There's corn everywhere. So where do they have to go? Or where do they don't have to go anywhere. They can eat this, get full.
Hell of a sunrise, that is for sure. We're not on the deer, but that's something special. I came up on this hill. I'm kind of looking to the east, mainly, over all these lakes and sloughs below me. And I knew once the sun came up, I'm kind of going to be, number one, I'm kind of sitting up here in the sun, and two, it's just harder to see that way, which I knew. So I saw just two small bucks way off in the distance. But I'm going to go walk around a couple of these tree sloughs along this water, see if I see any sign, but I don't think there's going to be. We've had a camera up in here for a month and a half and it's just been dead. We're searching for a miracle at this point, so I got to kind of walk out the direction anyway. I'm just going to check out some sign or lack thereof, and I don't know, then Dave and I got to figure out what the heck we're doing this afternoon. I did not think it was going to be this tough in October. I mean, it has been in the past, but we've had 1, 2, 3 spots that we've kind of relied on that have been good, and that's not the case this year. So I don't know if the deer numbers are down. We've heard that from a lot of people in the area that they are. It kind of seems like they are, but obviously there's a lot of factors. Crops coming off, crops changing, food's changing, duck hunters are here in full force. It's tough, but we have not been able to find any of the bucks, a couple of them, but then really any of the shooters that we were here on a month and a half ago. So alright, just got this set hung for tonight. You know, we haven't had the buck or bucks that we want on camera in this spot, but we've been waiting since we got here to get the southwest wind to hang the stand. So we've had north the last few days. Finally got the south wind, so we got a couple days left. Got to get into the spot we wanted to get into, regardless of what's been on camera. These deer are unpredictable at this time of the year. They're not consistent, so sometimes it just takes being in a spot and you get a random, maybe not even random cruiser, you just get them coming back through their area and they're traveling far distances right now. So you just never know, but got to be in the good spots. And tonight we got the wind to do it.
I'm gonna grab the sticks and start putting them up while you grab all this other stuff.
Yeah. We need just to stand and
all that stuff.
kind of a cool little angle. Side angle, little side saddle, little sidewinder. Little sidewinder to set in tonight and have a nice soak. We're gonna cover both ends pretty much of this farm and just see what the hell happens. This spot in particular is notorious for, if a new buck shows up, I don't know why, but it's always before dark. It's always in daylight, so that's what we're rolling the dice with. 2 XOPs in the tree. All right, time for a mid-October hoedown. It's getting warmer out, and that can only be good because when it was cold, it wasn't good. So things are heating up, and hopefully they're heating up quite literally. We're going to tag team a property. We're basically setting up on both ends of it, and I think it's our best shot. We finally got a south wind to set up really on this property, which is our 2 best spots that we wanted to come in to hunt, and we had to wait for the south wind. We've had north the last like 3 days, so hopefully the wind switch just changes up the deer movement a little bit. I think it will. So despite it being a little bit warm, it cools down last hour. We got clear skies, full hearts. What's the saying? Something like that. But we got a couple bucks in here that will shoot. So feeling saucy, feeling pretty good about it. If they're in there, we're in there. It's time. The days are winding down. We gotta send one. Time to send a missile. We have an absolute perfect wind for tonight. Dean and I have stayed patient in hunting where we want to on this piece of property because of the wind, and we're finally getting what we've sought after. So I have high hopes. I mean, it's warmer, but to be honest, this year in North Dakota, the warm days have been the good ones. It's kind of strange, but that's just how it's been. The warm days have truly been the good days when we've seen the most deer movement and we've had the most deer on camera. So I'm not ruling today out, I'm not ruling tomorrow out, but one thing is for sure, I am hunting for today. I'm going in to enjoy this. And one of my favorite spots, are our cameras lit up with deer? No, they're not. But things are changing by the day here, and really anywhere in the whitetail woods right now. So you gotta be in there, and you just gotta try and put yourself in the best position with the wind and let it ride. So that's what we're gonna do. And hope for the best. And may the arrow fly true. We got a long walk in though. Long walk in. doe coming in now. I just had a spike blaze in here. He ran up the tree row. And then he bolted out the other side. I don't know what that was about. There was another deer. Keep hearing. There was another deer with him. That was weird.
Well, boys and girls, it's about how I feel right now. Oh shit, let me preach to you through my anus. We are we're struggling to find them. We're sold and stripped for parts at this point. We kind of are. Our go-to spots are what we know and where we've seen deer even this year. It just seems like they're gone. I mean, we've scouted this the last 3 or 4 mornings in a row, put time in over here. I mean, the one morning we were sitting up on a high rise till 10 a.m. It's almost 4 hours after sunrise. We've got trail cameras all over this place, and it just seems like if they're traveling in there, we would be getting pictures of something. But that's been the hardest part, honestly, of this trip so far, is that the trail cameras are not, well, I guess they are helping us. They're telling us where really not to be. We got a couple days left, and we're just gonna keep grinding. That's all you can do.
This is the perfection of this hunt. Going is going to switch. And we're going to have a ground attack that we're going to have to do. So we are utilizing these bridges for that ground attack. Got that bush set up. I think it's going to be sick. It's gonna make doable, to be completely honest. It's gonna make it doable. That's sick. Back, that's the bush. There's no trees. There's no trees. We either need that or layout blinds. There's literally no freaking trees. Let's see. Let's see if we can make it work. I don't know if you can see that on the wall, but it says
Chicken and dumplings must be pre-ordered today.
that's what we're gonna do.
It's Indian Taco Day at the cafe. Look at that bruiser that's gonna leave a mark in my shorts. When Dino went, you went a little different route today.
I went totally different. I don't know why, but that's what we're due for right now.
What do you got?
Chicken melt, Texas toast, crispy chicken, bacon, Swiss. Wow.
Wow. Wow. Look at the size of that vanilla boner.
Bro, it's like a goblin with a hat on.
I don't even know what that looks like.
It's like the crane.
Yep. Game, set, match. Over. Dean and Vagine just got a full grass bag.
Dean and Vagine really slayed.
Feel good. Man, cuz. Whoa. Yeah. Dean and Vagine really can slay the food. So, Dino's overcast. Overcast.
It is, yeah. They're moving in. It's supposed to be like this all evening, and then it's supposed to start raining. I think at like 9 or 10 o'clock.
Is it? They moved it up.
We got a little. Look at this. You know, Big Sky, North Dakota. This is a little rain patch right here. It's like almost like it's rotating right over top of us. But when you get a splash of rain, I swear those deer get up. If this looks like it will only hit the square couple miles we're hunting, that would be great. Can't hurt. That's one thing for sure. That is pretty wild. That is a little dumb. Hope you brought your raincoat. Get in your tree row. Dude, I mean, this might be perfect. This could be very perfect. Good Lord sending us a rain patch.
Like, what is that? I mean, right here? Come on.
It's weird. It almost looks like it's funneling rotation. It does.
It's been rainy and sunny and calm and windy all on my walk in. It's crazy. This side of the tree row is calmer. The wind is ripping on that side. I can already see the trees and hear it. I'm gonna try and stay with the wind at my back so that you guys can stay out of this wind. It is chucking. It's a chucking south wind today, and I don't mind it. I don't mind it. It's kind of a change up from the calmness that we've had over the last couple days. We actually just got a little rain that came through, which is perfect. Just enough to wet and dampen the ground a little bit, but not too wet to soak me or Dean. But I'm back in the same spot. With this wind, they're cutting the corn just over my shoulder. And I kind of feel like with that in process as well, this is kind of like the next really good cover
I would say. So, I don't know. I got a feeling here. I got a feeling. I love this tree. It's a perfect win for it. I'm going to give it one more shot here, and then if we need to make a change up tomorrow, we will. But the time is winding down once again here in North Dakota. I'm honestly not even getting sad again. Like I'm proud of our efforts. I'm proud of what we've done, despite not having probably the results that we really want. But if we only did this for the results, then we wouldn't be happy very often. You got to enjoy the process in this game. That's what we're doing. And we got a couple more hunts left, so you best believe we're going to enjoy it. Grateful to be here. Even, oh, hey, hey, ooh, the wind is blowing harder than expected. That's what he said. It really is though. We got a couple fronts like in the vicinity. We actually got a little spritzer when we got in, and a couple other little storms, rain pockets have split us, kicked it wide. But I like the little bits of weather around. Usually that means deer will get up and moving. I hope this wind calms just a tad, but it might not matter. 6:05, we got sunset in about 6:05, what is it? About 45 minutes. We're cocked, locked, and ready to rock. Let's go. It's crazy. This is probably the last hunt in this tree, and unless anything crazy doesn't happen, and then overnight something crazy happens. It's just wow. It's already October 17th. I remember being in here on September 1st, opening day. I had that velvet buck literally right here. Beans were green as ever, and now everything's chopped. Fall is here. The colder weather has moved in. It's kind of nuts. Time flies. You cannot wish the time or the season away, no doubt. Off the island now. They're gonna disappear for a little bit. We'll see if they pop up my way. They either come left off the island, I'll see them. If they go right, I won't see them. Deer now in the viewfinder. That buck that we made the blind for today, makeshift blind, was on camera in daylight. That's a good sign.
our plan was to switch up that spot tomorrow with the wind change, so you like to see that. Can't believe nothing came into this tree road tonight, but I saw 6 deer. Tough to complain about that. There might be more than 6. There's definitely 3 or 4 deer over there. I mean 4 or 5 deer over there. If we keep coming around, they should find our other camera. But one more day. Gotta give it one more day.
Teardown day on the prairie. Teardown day number 2. Shit. Teardown day number 2, and we're going to put a blind up. Make it make sense.
That's hilarious.
We're going to round up some cameras, a couple of XOPs. We're gonna try and just narrow down to 2 spots that we're gonna go tonight and let it ride on them 2 spots, and whatever happens, we'll be there. Yeah, I mean, the bucks are finally starting to show, and I think we have two legit opportunities, no matter where we're at out of the 3 locations.
Yeah, we do. We definitely do.
Which is nice for the last night. You'd hope to have that pitch right down the middle, the 4-seamer. Send it.
It's bottom of the 9th. And you got to score.
We're down by
a
run or 2.
Yeah.
Teardown day is always rough, but well, it's rough when you don't have a tag punch. That's what I should say. But the nice thing is we have one more chance. We have this evening's hunt, and that may be all we need, folks. Just pulling this camera down, David's grabbing some. David's doing a little landscaping. He's just trimming off a couple red brush branches and branches that still have a lot of foliage on them, because we're gonna go bush in. We gotta pop up a ground blind in the spot Dave was at, because he tried to ground hunt, and there's always been, the last couple of years, this, okay, come on now. There's a matriarch doe over here that is just one of those does where if it was your home state or property, you would just send one through her friggin' blood pumper. But we only have a buck tag, so we can't do that. But the ground game, she was just too onto it, and it's gonna make it not work. So we're gonna try to pop up a blind, which might be weird too, because it's the first time the deer are gonna see it, but better than seeing a human.
You look just like a bush.
That's what I'm hoping for tonight too. Looks like a bush.
After my hunt last night, just not comfortable in here on the ground by myself, so we're gonna pop this blind up. Originally, I kind of thought it would be too much, but we're gonna just try and bush it in and honestly just hope for the best. There's track all over in the cornfield here. So, my main mission is to just be able to move and film. I think he's coming out of this slough over here. We know he's coming out of this slough over here. There's really nowhere else to come from. But once he's out here, I just want to be able just to make sure that I can move, because the other deer were the problem yesterday. This is where they will be, this hill. And I think it definitely could work. In here, I definitely feel a lot better than yesterday being in here for sure. Just being at least, if they're alerted, at least I have my movement and I can make a shot if necessary. That's my main concern.
Yeah, it's always the bomb diggity out here. It just doesn't matter what happens. It keeps us chasing out here, and that ain't gonna quit. But we're putting all the chips on the table. We're all in tonight. Whatever happens, happens. But feel good. We are on 2 bucks, and we just need them to get up in daylight, and we could be in the money. Scud missile sailing. But yeah, whatever happens, happens. But it feels good tonight. Bluebird day. It's a little warm, but it'll cool down here the last couple hours of the day, and stuff should get up and start moving around. God bless America. Bow hunting October in North Dakota. It doesn't get much better than that, does it?
One last ride, baby.
One last ride. Let's do it. Enjoy it. Heck what?
Enjoy it. Yeah, no doubt.
Even if you have the doe blowing at you.
Amen, bro. May the arrow fly true. Cut him. Cut him. They're just finishing up. Combine in the corner. They got like probably 2 passes left. All the corn will be cut. And they'll be out of here. Perfect for an afternoon hunt uninterrupted. I don't know. Could today be the day? Could be. It sure could be. All right, I'm gonna soak up this walk. I will see y'all in the blind.
We had 2 good bucks in here well, actually more than that, but look at that scrape. Haven't seen a scrape like that the entire trip. That's a good one right there. And look at, they did it again right here. That might be where we have to leave a camera. I'm thinking so.
still got these 4 deer out in front of me, which is great. 2 of them went downwind of me to try and win me. And they both blew a little bit and went out into the middle of the corn. But they calmed down and now they're out here again. There's another deer. They just got up. There's a coyote way down below them. I hope they really don't mess this up. Come my way. Come my way. There's a coyote down there, and they saw him as soon as they got up out of bed. And I think they're really intrigued or like curious, trying to figure out where he went, because that's where they're going.
got to pick up a couple cameras, and we're just kind of getting situated. Look at that, straightened up even more. We're getting situated to leave, but before or while we do that, we're going to do a little wind bump and grind mission. See what we see. Honestly, set this off here, because I'm going to be turning anything in here. Beam pumping that little slough down there. There was one buck on here in particular last night we definitely shoot, so I don't know, we'll see. Let's just set her up. Going into pull the stand, one of my favorites, if not my favorite. Caught a little action this year. Man, it's beautiful. Just leaves changing. What a day. What a day. Teardown day official. We can't tell the girls one more day anymore. This is it. The final of all the showdowns. Shout out to the ladies and these bucks, this buck, these bucks, whatever it may be this evening, because I do believe it will be something. They are dedicated to use. Well, this is officially the last ride.
No matter what,
I think.
We think.
We've extended the trip twice now, and it's really all for good reason, because the hunting just keeps getting, we feel like we keep getting closer and closer to making something happen. Dean's filmed two mature bucks 2 nights in a row. The buck that was that I'm after was literally on camera minutes after I got out last night. I mean, I don't know.
We're close, it's just, it was worth one more.
Yeah. One more push.
One more push, despite it being a little bit warm. I don't think that really matters. I think we're close enough now to where they're betting that it shouldn't. It doesn't matter, it just matters what move they want to make when they get up.
This is true.
2 nights they haven't made the right move, so I mean, 3rd night they gotta, you would think they just
Do something different.
They gotta make the different move tonight. Why wouldn't they?
Yeah, it's a weird feeling, because it's like, it kind of feels like we shouldn't be here, but we're here.
It does.
And I don't know.
Feels like we're doing something wrong, but it's pretty right.
But it's so right. We're definitely wearing ourselves out, trying to.
Holy moly, it feels like rut week.
It does feel like rut week. I mean, we've been going all day, every day since last Friday. It's crazy that we've been here a week, a full week. It was supposed to be 5 days.
Yeah, it is crazy.
And we've been here a full week. I mean,
and it's just a totally different feel, because you know, that early trip, the days are so, like, that extra hour of daylight
At least, probably 2.
Yeah, it makes such a huge difference. And you know, we're scouting in the morning a little bit, but it's just, yeah, you just have a little bit more downtime, I would say.
Early. In the early season.
Yeah, in the early.
Yeah.
Not this one.
No, it's the days go by quick.
This one's full go.
You go scout in the morning, or we've popped in, you know, kind of scouting, but also brought the bow with us. Tried to put ourselves close enough to the game where we could make a move. You do that till 9:30, 10 o'clock. Get out, get a bite to eat, and then it's shuffling cameras or going to move stands, and before you know it, it's 2 o'clock and it's time to shower up and go get in again. And then, you know, we're loading footage and creating vlogs and stuff at night, and go to bed at midnight, get up at 5:30, 6 o'clock, do it all over again. But it's been awesome. It's been an awesome, I mean, it's been a tough trip. We knew it was going to be a grind, but
Learned a lot, though.
we have learned a ton on this trip and created new opportunities on the same pieces of land that we've been hunting, which is cool. And got on deer. So, all right, bro.
Let's do it. Last dance.
Will him in. Will him in. Let's go.
Let's go, baby.
Good luck. Oh yeah, it's a windy one. That's for sure.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, this is officially the last ride. We were saying it in the car, and it kind of feels like we shouldn't be here. It's kind of a weird feeling, but I'm extremely grateful to be back for one more sit. Wish we could stay even longer. Wish it was planned for. Wish a lot of things, but all we got is where our feet are right now, and that's what we need to focus on and stay in the moment. I mean, we've got one more hunt. We're in one more hunt here in North Dakota. It's exciting. It's fun. We've gotten a couple bonus hunts just based on the deer movement and the deer activity picking up after 4 or 5 hard-fought days of not much of anything. And Dean and I are in 2 great spots. He's got a hog of a buck that he's hunting. It's kind of cool because when we got here, that was like a point of interest for Dean. He wanted to have a stand in the tree that he's in. He wanted to be able to see a lot and observe, but also be right in the game, and he's put himself there, which is cool. And for whatever reason, the energies and God pulled me to this piece of property, this location. We were back a couple 100 yards in the corn probably 4 or 5 days ago, and we saw a boatload of deer come out right in front of where this blind is set up now. Made a move, no blind one day, wasn't the move. Kind of got busted, was extremely uncomfortable. Put a blind up, was a little nervous. Didn't really know if it was going to work, if the deer were going to tolerate it. Came in here last night. They did. I felt like I beat them, per se. At least all the doe that were out here. I had doe trying to go downwind to me. I had doe looking into the blind or looking at the blind and not really paying much attention to it. All of them ended up calm and feeding out in this cut cornfield. So I'm hopeful for tonight. He literally showed up probably, I don't know, it was probably more like 20 to 25 minutes after shooting late last night. But by the time I wrapped up and got out of here, I wasn't even at the truck, and he was already on camera. So it made me feel good about my exit. It made me feel good that he's not laying far. He just needs to want to be in that mood to get up and take a walk in daylight. So I'm hopeful for tonight. I'm extremely grateful for one more hunt. I'm tired mentally and physically. It almost feels like the rut week grind right now, but we're finishing out this week in North Dakota. Next week is Scrape Week. That's going to be brought to you from Tennessee, Ohio, and New York. And then the week after that is Rut Week up in New York. where Dad, Uncle Jay, Dean, and I are all going to be in camp together. I know Dad's up at camp right now hunting. Uncle Jay's at the Holy Land in Tennessee hunting, so all 4 of us are out. And I feel another buck coming on soon. Uncle Jay got us started about 2 to 3 weeks ago. And I feel another buck going down from one of the crew members in the near future. A little hard to talk, but this wind is blowing quite hard. It's just a constant 20-mile-an-hour wind right now. Last about hour and a half, close to 2 hours we got left. Maybe hour and a half. These deer out here are unpredictable. I don't know what to think of the weather. It's a little warm, but with this breeze, it's not warm. It's a little chilly, actually. So that might be helping things out a little bit. Hopefully this last hour it calms down a touch, but this is it. This is actually it. It's been a hell of a trip. I mean, like I said, if you can hear me, this is one of Dave and I's favorite places in the entire world. It's incredible out here. Every time you're out here, you just don't want to leave. The hunting is addicting. I don't know what it is. It's awesome out here. Those doe. They're behind me, about 100, 150 yards. That one matriarch doe won't give me up. They're still feeding back there, so they're not all out, like blowing out of here, but I have a feeling that they have to cut through my wind in order to get over here, and that may be a long shot. There's our buck right to the back of us. He just got up. I could chase that dang buck for the next month. Yeah, you just don't want to end. You don't want to stop, because he's got an incredible bed, because he's almost untouchable where he beds, but he's up in daylight every night, probably right around sunset, and I think he's killable with a bow. He just needs to make the right move after he gets up, because he's covering ground when he gets up. So you don't need to be right on his bed, but unfortunately, we just ran out of time this trip, and it's so hard to leave this place with a tag unfilled, because every day we're just, the last couple days have been the same, but I just feel like it's a matter of time, and I could make it happen with this deer. He's such a stud, just a giant North Dakota old buck. Oh man, but I'm gonna be thinking about him until next year if they don't catch up to him in rifle season. Smart deer, what a giant. This trip's been awesome. It's so awesome out here any time of the year, honestly, but it's been fun watching that buck the last 3 days. Getting close to his domain and watching him do his thing. These North Dakota deer are really, really awesome to hunt. Until 2024, North Dakota. It's been real. I haven't heard from Dave, so I'm assuming he hasn't had any luck either, but since that buck walked pretty far away, I'm gonna probably start wrapping up, even though I got 5 to 10 minutes left, but I don't see him about facing and coming towards me, and I gotta tear this whole stand down, so